Pulse is a real time, it tells you what is going on now, and tongue what has happened with you for the years. Acupuncture never treats the symptom. It never treats the symptom, it treats the patterns. The patterns which have given you those symptoms. Suppose you hold a hand and you have floating pulse on the Taiyang, that is on the lung side, so that means you are affected. So you can easily get cold and fever.
Before choosing acupuncture, what should be the expectation and what should be the mindset?
Suppose somebody's tongue is very red and plenty of cracks, and there is no any kind of coating, whether yellow coating or white coating, that means that person's sickness is very deep. Somebody has a thigh in chi deficiency. We always say avoid milk product, avoid dairy product, drink lot of warm soup in the evening after 6 o'clock.
They say every pulse beats the same truth. But do we know the language of the truth? Now, when it comes to the language of the truth, there enters science. There we ask for different modalities. It could be allopathy, it could be homeopathy, it could be Ayurveda, it could be acupuncture. I think India has seen it all. Indians have experimented with all, not just Indians, probably people across the world. But, like they say, healing is basically not adding something new, but it is basically clearing the blockage so that the flow of the energy goes completely and there the healing and the body bouncing back to its fully functional capacity begins. If a conversation has started on these lines, one can only imagine today we are about to enter the deep and the most fascinating world of energy and one of the most important modalities when it comes to using energy and healing, that is acupuncture. Today, I think it is an honor again to host one of India's successful doctor who is an acupuncturist who has been in this circuit for 27 years, has studied acupuncture in China, Sri Lanka and multiple regions in India, and has been healing lakhs of people. And especially, his speciality goes where some modalities, says it's the dead end. Like I've been told, he is usually known to heal illness which has not been cured by other modalities. It could be allopathy, it could be homeopathy, it could be Ayurveda. And another disclaimer is, here's a man who has healed biggest of the biggest Bollywood celebrities, biggest of the biggest royal family people, and of course, biggest of the powerful people who are basically running the country today. Now, this is the background and this is the power and this is the man with those healing hands understanding the science of acupuncture. So, here I welcome one and only Dr. Rodrigues. Sir, इतना लंबा इंट्रोडक्शन है आपका and here you are sitting with a broad smile and so much patience. Firstly, I think it's truly an honor to welcome you on Just Curious India. Thanks for coming on my show. So this is your RJ turned podcaster, Rapid Rashmi from Bangalore, now being the bridge to understand this art, how it can heal and bring in hope to people and patients who are watching this worldwide. Firstly, how are you, sir?
I am fine, ma'am. And really I am honored to be here.
Pleasure is mine. Firstly, I want to start this conversation because everybody comes to you with hope, everybody comes to you with trouble, everybody comes to you with their problems. Who's going to take care of you? Who's going to ask you, how are you today? So I'm sure today you've had a long day already,
Yes.
treating close to 80 to 100 patients every single day.
Yes.
So what is your anchor? Like, what is your tool to ground yourself and, bounce back?
Simply
single time.
acupuncture.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, because I too take first treatment, then I start with my patients. And it's true, because acupuncture, as we come, it's a true. It gives you a lot of energy, lot of enthusiasm, and lot of things. As we go through, I'll be slowly unfolding things, how acupuncture can work and how acupuncture should be every person should take. That is what I'm going to unfold.
I think I'm going to address the elephant of the room first. I don't know, there could be a youngster, a teenager or a Gen Z watching this, or it could be somebody who's in their 60s watching this. Firstly, what is acupuncture in a layman's language in two or three sentences, sir?
See, acupuncture is nothing. Acus means it is a needle, and puncture is just this is the language was used like an acus puncture, like taking a needle and puncturing the perfect point. It should be a perfect point where you puncture. So these are the this one, and those punctures points are on meridians, and meridians are basically what we simply say it is a highway that leads to the brain and giving the signal, and which is governed by the
Chi meaning the energy?
chi energy. And now we under the Chinese whole concept is that whole world, what we call in Hindi Brahmand, is made of chi.
Energy.
Without chi, nothing you can move. What we call energy and what we call pranas. So energy is the main part of it. So acupuncture is whole thing is based on energy, that circuit. That when you puncture it, you should know how to puncture, where to puncture, exact location with the anatomical structure. Then you produce that chi and that heals. This is one simple way of acupuncture we can say about.
Wow. So now this is the first time, let's say, I've been introduced to the concept of acupuncture. Somebody who's watching this in their teenage, for them, how can acupuncture help?
Acupuncture helps everybody. I have been treating even 8 months old child. I got
Example?
in my they have I have got autism children, plenty of autism children, and those who have got slur speech, those stammer, those who have a hearing problem from childhood.
Oh,
So those some have from childhood this rhinitis. These all small kids come to me, and it can be given you an 8-month child. Then why not the Gen Zs can use this?
I'm sure. So now this is a beautiful art. Now, let's say, I'm sure even you know this. Now there is a plethora of modalities. Some might blindly trust allopathy, some might trust allopathy, homeopathy, घर का whatever kitchen में जो है वो सब. Before choosing acupuncture, what should be the expectation and what should be the mindset?
See, there are plenty of modalities. See, homeopathy is there, acupuncture is there, more or less like allopathy, modern science. Modern science, of course, it has got a different connotation altogether. But these are like Ayurveda, homeopathy. They're more or less blended similarly. Like we have Ayurveda doshas, 3 doshas, and homeopathy has got similar medicine, similar things are taken to cure something.
Similar meaning? Example?
Like if you have you have headache at afternoon, so you choose the medicine which is takes care of headache in the afternoon. So you have similar symptoms should be matching patient's symptoms, and medicine's rubrics should be matching. Then homeopathy works. But in acupuncture, it has got a vast modality of diagnostic skills.
Meaning?
Main diagnosis is very important in acupuncture. Like acupuncture has got so many diagnostics. Like you have a pulse diagnosis, you have got tongue diagnosis, you have got eye diagnosis, you have got hair diagnosis, you have got a nail diagnosis, you have got a gesture diagnosis.
Gesture?
Yes. Now I'll tell you gesture diagnosis. Suppose a person comes to you and he leans like this and sits. Okay. Now in the gesture of language, like no gesture, he says that the one who leans forward is very interested, very inquisitive. This is what the gestural language says.
Okay.
But we say no, it is not the right one. It is according to the one who leans forward, he has got thigh-in problems. This is a thigh-in is a energy that related to the tongue, upper thigh-in. So he always leans forward. So is always leaning forward is very consciously or unconsciously always leans forward. The moment he leans forward, we know it that is his upper thigh-in is debilitated. Now upper thigh-in debilitated problem will always have a breathing issues, always have asthma, always have rhinitis, always have got running eyes or something or like this kind of problem, and he is always conscious and anxious about things like what we call in Hindi राई का पहाड़ बन जाता है इसको. Small things will pick up, like for him it is a very big thing.
Like mountain of a mole.
Yeah, exactly. So we will put in Rai ko pahad, we can say mountain of mole. So that's why he leans forward. So these are the gestures are very important in diagnosis.
Firstly, ये थाइन होता क्या है? मतलब what is थाइन?
Thine is what we call lung energy. It is not that pathological lung, but meridians are named after one organ. Like lung and organ is thine, there is upper thine and the lower thine, where is lung and spleen. And there is a lower vein and the upper vein, that is pericardium and liver. And there is a upper shrine and lower shrine, that is heart and kidney. So these are named after an organ. It doesn't mean that your shrine is down, that means your kidneys are bad. So this is how the pulse and how the diagnosis skills are done.
So all of this that you've mentioned, this is like the name of the energy which is around that particular organ.
Yes, yes.
And this is your syllabus through which you, like, I've been told while I was going through your profile that you basically can feel the pulse. Like
Yes.
through the pulse only you can read the emotions of a person. You can also understand the anatomy of the person, right?
Yes.
So इसको क्या आता नाड़ी क्या बोलते हैं सर इसको?
This is a acupuncture pulse. Then is there Ashtanadi is there. Ashtanadi.
अष्टनाड़ी.
Ashtanadi.
Okay.
Okay. This acupuncture pulse is a deep, very deep pulse. That there are 27 variation of pulse.
27.
27 variation of pulse. Like you have got a floating pulse, there is a thready pulse, there is a tight pulse, there is taut pulse, there is a wavering pulse, there are so many pulse, there is a silvery pulse. So you have a 27 variation of pulse.
So what does each variation mean?
Suppose you hold a hand and you have floating pulse on the thiang, that is on the lung side, so that means you are affected. So you can easily get cold and fever. That is what we call in modern science, you got virus infection or acute, you are going to get a fever. So if suppose there is in second position, what we call, we have three positions, that is Kun, Guan and Qi.
So all of this is Chinese based.
Yeah,
only.
these are Chinese based, and this is what is the real names. Kun, Guan and Qi. Kun is the first position and Guan is the second position and Qi is the third position. So if the Kun, Guan, Qi has got a different variation, like Kun should be in the left side, it should be hooked sensation, and the Qi, the Guan is a wiry sensation and Qi is a more or less debilitating sensation. So these are the way, that is a perfect person. If there is any kind of variation different than this variation what I told, then means your body is sick.
So this, like Kun, Guan and Qi, it's like the Ayurveda's Vata, Kapha,
Vata, Kapha, Pitta.
Pitta. So this is the syllabus for acupuncture. Now that is the guidelines or yardstick for Ayurveda. So example.
No, actually Ayurveda and acupuncture slightly differs.
Correct.
Ayurveda, it has got three modalities like Vata, Pitta, Kapha. But we deal with 5 elements.
Meaning? Example?
5
Like
elements
all
are
the Panchabhutas.
Panchbhutas. Now Panchbhutas begins with the wood, that is called air. It begins. That is the whole genesis of the creation. Then you have fire. Then you have earth. Then you have metal. And then you have water. So this circle is made, and that makes a whole genesis, and that makes the whole creation.
Right. So now I guess this is the era of podcasts and, so much of information which is out on the internet.
Yeah.
now I wear crystals. There is also these chakras and
Yes.
nadis, all of that. And again, Ayurveda is also doing healing through nadis and all. My question is, we have so many modalities, right? Like at times it can become a cocktail and information overload. Like इस थियरी में बोला जाता है कि ये मानो इधर the theories could be contradicting and all of that. So same thing, like how you go to a sweet meat shop, there are hundreds of sweets. Eventually we will taste and probably experiment with few and then stick to our favorites. But for somebody who's confused, don't know which route to take, what mindset should they, with what mindset should they be looking at acupuncture?
First of all, I'll tell you, all these modalities have one route. Suppose if I have to come to Bangalore, today I'm with you, I can fly from Mumbai to Bangalore. I can go to Chennai and come to Bangalore. I can go to Delhi and come to Bangalore, but I'm finally coming to Bangalore. So the end process is the same, but way of diagnosis is different. But acupuncture, why it is different? Because it believes in patterns and it goes into root cause. Root cause is, even Ayurveda goes. But this acupuncture, as far as I have studied, and it is a wonderful science and it gives you a very good root cause and you can really predict what is going to happen to you. So be careful from this. So there is so many things that we can warn the patient.
Oh. So it's like metaphorically, like how astrology, for people who believe in astrology, it can be an indication towards your journey, right?
Yes.
Like how it can give you some subtle directions and hints and indications. So this is also the same way for your health.
Yes. So now you told about astrology. Even astrology is included in acupuncture. So yeah, because each direction is governed by one planet. That is like when water is governed by a different planet and east is governed by a different planet. So we have astrological structures even in acupuncture. When you go into deep, like somebody has got hypertension, we always tell them not to sleep in southeast because their Mars has that. And if his kun position of the left sangi is wiry, of course he should not sleep in southeast because southeast has got a fiery positions. So it has got almost everything has got in acupuncture.
Oh. So I remember as a kid, our ancestors, my granny, she used to tell me, don't sleep with your head facing north, I guess.
North.
But there were some mythology stories associated, like Ganesh ji ka story and all. I think that's how probably some got that seriousness of the thing diluted. But after listening to your theory now, this is purely energy and planetary position, all of that based readings. So, sir, how do you handle fence sitters? People who always say, this is all pseudoscience. I'm sure you would have come across many in your journey. But out of curiosity, for people who might have these questions, like how should we address them?
See, I always tell, there are people, many in the sun, you will find they don't like the particular modality. I don't like homeopathy, I don't like acupuncture, I don't like, some are there, I don't like allopathy. But these are modalities, everybody's action is there. But at the same time, in my way, I have come across so many people that nothing happens. What you will do with the needle? One needle, how can it take away the fever? How can you cure rhinitis? So my one question is just give one try. And one try if you give, I believe me, in one first sitting you will get result.
Amazing.
First setting.
So what you're saying is, don't be a lazy skeptic. Just don't buy opinions and blindly, form an opinion without tasting. How can you?
Absolutely. Give a try.
How can you arrive at a conclusion? मानना यकीन करना बाद में, पहले तो try तो करो.
Try to karo.
Then form an opinion.
Absolutely.
All right. So one more curious thing that you mentioned. While studying the pulse only, now you can scan the person's emotional status, and also like now if we can do an experiment, in front of the camera. Like you can tell my emotional state and also my health prediction and all of that, sir.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Better pulse is judged during the day before 4 o'clock. If you judge the pulse, it is better. And
Yeah.
morning hours, if you judge the best one in all the modalities, best. But still, you can say overall things in any part of the day.
Why
Any
is
part of the
morning and before 4 p.m. better, sir?
So it is considered when there is a sun rays, it is your body is totally has got more chi in the blood and blood flow is better. As you go in the evening hours, like after 8 o'clock, your body has got less, like no, less of
Tired.
yang and less more of yin. That's why we sleep. If there is a more of yang, then the pulse is read properly, and less of yin, sorry, more of yin, then your pulse is a little not that clear. It is.
Sorry, now I'll ask the next basic question. What is yin and yang?
Okay. Yin and yang is, see, the basically during the day we call it the yang and night is yin. Why a person is not able to sleep? Because is during night its yang is raised and yin is debilitated. So what we do is during the day we see the different pulse which has got more debilation or more exaltation, what we call shu and shi. If the shu pulse is there, then of course if the yin is shu, then during the night, then that person cannot sleep. So we manage and balance the yin and yang.
So yin and yang, now how do you balance? For example, first I'll come to yang. So how should I handle my yang energy? What activities commands it?
See, during like the yang, suppose I can give you a couple of examples. Yang is day and yin is night. Yang is hot, yin is cold. Yang is bright and yin is dark. So these are the polarity. These are the polarity. Yang is man, yin is woman. So this, everything, this, without yin and yang, there is nothing in the world. So this, what I told you first in the
Like
beginning.
Shiva Shakti.
Yeah, exactly. It is a combination. It is a combination, polarity. Both the polarities are mingled and then you have the world. And what runs, that's why when there is a chi has got nighttime chi and daytime. Not exactly, you cannot predict nighttime chi and daytime, but chi how it is more important, same it is yin and yang is important. There you cannot separate yin from yang from yin.
Amazing.
Radha by Rapid Rashmi. It's my very own sari brand, born from stories, culture, and the love we all share for the timeless drapes. Sari handpicked with care, every color chosen with emotion, every collection is crafted for women who wants credibility, affordability, and absolute uniqueness.
So with this basic understanding, so now we know what is yin and yang. It's the same ball type. There is one image, right, which
Yeah.
has one
Yeah,
white thing and the other one is black. So when I first come to you, how will the consultation be, sir?
Nothing. What I do is just we listen to few of your complaints. Like a patient comes to me, I listen to few of complaints, but that complaints doesn't determine that whether I'll treat those complaints, because homeopathy, acupuncture never treats the symptom. It never treats the symptom. It treats the patterns. The patterns which I have given you those symptoms. Suppose a person comes to me with the varicose vein, which is very common to women and even for men, those who have a long standing hours. So the varicose vein is a symptom for us,
Yep.
not a sickness.
Right.
So when varicose vein, it is a simple lower thigh in chi deficiency always causes varicose vein. Now lower thigh in chi deficiency is one of the symptoms. Lower thigh in chi deficiency can cause your abdomen bloating. Immediately you eat any kind of some dinner or lunch, immediately you want to sleep. You feel very tired in the morning, especially between 9 to 11. You don't feel like getting up in the morning. There are so many symptoms. When the person says, then we know it, this is a lower thigh in chi deficiency. Then we confirm with the pulse whether it is but your symptoms and pulse should be confirmed. Now pulse is the real time what is going on with you. What is going on with you, that is a real time. Then we confirm, we see the tongue. Now tongue is what has happened to you throughout the many years, like from 5-6 years, what has happened with you. Then we confirm with the tongue. Then when they both match, then we select the points and give the result. And first day itself, you get a result.
So when I come to you, first thing is, after listening to our side of the story, then you do your diagnosis with two things. One is pulse and other one is tongue.
Yes.
All right. So now I'm sure we all have stuck our tongue out
Yes.
for allopathy and all of that.
Yes.
We've also heard our ancestors say, the tongue has the blueprint of your health.
Yes.
So can you please help us understand, I mean, people watching this as you speak, let's say we are standing in front of the mirror. Can we read our own health? How should we read our own tongue? And
yeah, you can read, but it's a very complex one to read. But some pure things we can. Suppose somebody's tongue is very red and plenty of cracks, and there is no any kind of coating, whether yellow coating or white coating. That means that person's sickness is very deep, and he has to take care of it.
he or
Really
she.
has to take care of it. He or she has to take care of it.
Okay.
And suppose somebody puts out the tongue and his tongue is curved, both the side which comes up, that means that person is emotionally very vulnerable. He has lot of contraction energies, so he can burst out anywhere, he can cry anywhere. So it is a very dangerous situation, because contraction of joy and chi can give you a headache, tremendous emotional problems, depression. He can have a lot of pain. He can have dysmenorrhea, which is during menstruation or before menstruation pain. So there are so many things come across with this.
Oh my God. So first one is red and cracked tongue. Second is the curved upper
tongue, yes.
inwards curved.
Inward curve.
And the next one.
So there you have peeled tongue. Like when you look at your tongue has got a different peeled up tongue, like as if somebody scraped your tongue. So this is again lower thigh in deficiency. Her tongue is swollen and wide, has got, when you put out tongue, teeth mark. This is also thigh in deficiency, and it is again a serious condition, has to be addressed immediately. And these tongues are mostly prone to diabetics and all this incurable disease, what we call in modern science. So
Terminal illness?
yes,
Like your cancer.
yes.
Like,
May not be, but I wouldn't say, but for a cancer you need to have a black tongue with a lot of black spots where the blood takes place. So it is more or less we can say that you be careful of these things, avoid all this food. So blood cyst tongue, that is a dark spots, especially on the particular. Then we decide which part of the tongue is affected. Whether front one, the tip of the tongue is hard, then just little posterior side it is the lung, and then on the sideways it is a gallbladder, and left side it is a liver. Then you go back posteriorly, then you have a stomach in the center and spleen. Then you go on the left side, then there is a large intestine, right side small, then you go back kidney. So there is a variation of this is organs are.
this is the index of how your organs could be if you have to gauge it through your tongue.
Tongue, yes, exactly.
So there's one more thing I've seen. There is your foot. Foot ka bhi, they will put a print out, and then different parts of your foot also indicates
Yes,
your organ health.
absolutely. That you can press and see. If you have like when you put out a print in the depression, the first depression, that is a kidney 1 point. So
Can I just show it to our audience, sir?
yeah, this is here. This is your foot, and you have in the depression, when you first depression, this is a kidney 1 point. So the kidney point, when you have this kind of problem, like you can be prone to, like, suppose somebody is you are debilitated, somebody dies, the moment somebody dies, and this is a very important information I want to give to the audience. Somebody dies, and husband dies, and wife is very much in love with the husband, and she cannot cry. You must have seen people do cannot cry. So immediate thing is that you take a small pin and pinch there. Small pin and pinch there. The Dai Chi starts. The Dai Chi means the energy. The energy, if it is, then immediately after some time she will start crying.
That's for any shock that one person has gone through, and if the energy has, or if the emotions has been bottled up, that's that. All
Yes.
right. Then what else can our foot
Foot
points?
has got same like hand. It's
Same.
just like a palm. Like as in the palm, this is a head, and you have a liver, everything. Same like you have in the foot. That same print is in the foot. This is called mirror method. Mirror method. Same
Tongue-
what is
tongue and foot.
Yeah, tongue has got a different diagnosis. Foot and hand has got a same mirror method.
Oh, so my next question, obvious question, would be: we all go for massages.
Yes.
Foot massage, reflexology, and hand massage.
Yes.
So do's and don'ts. Now, after knowing that, all of this is connected to your organs
Yes.
and pressure points. So how should we consider these massages?
See, the pressure points, when you give a pressure point, it doesn't give you anything. It will relax you. There is no any contraindication. Till now it is detected. No contraindication. Because if at all you have to select the point is quite inside. What we call sun in acupuncture. There is 1 sun, 2 sun, 3 sun, 4 sun.
Sun meaning?
Sun means the measurement. Like my index finger, this is 1 sun. So 1 sun. Like when we take this is 3 sun. So the sun is a measurement. So when we put hegu, this is the point hegu. The hegu is at least 0.5 chun below this, or 1 chun below this. When we put a needle perpendicularly down, we go 1 sun down. Then you activate the hegu. And you are activating chuchi. That is also 1 chun below, not in on top. When you press like this, you get upper this, or no contraindication. But when you have to really tap that point, then you have to go down to 1 sun down. There is 1 sun. There are like different suns are there. You have to go and tap that. Then the energy really releases from that point.
Now, the minute we hear needle and all of that, there could be some amount of discomfort or fear associated with it. So for a first timer who's coming and getting an acupuncture done, how does it feel? Like the pain on scale of 10? What is it? Is it too painful?
It is left at the acupuncturist how good he is in needling. It has got like you have different methods of bringing the blood up and needling. It doesn't pain. I needle even 8 months old child in my center, 8 months old child, and child doesn't cry. Because there are methods how you get the first blood up, then you needle, squeezing method. There are methods. It doesn't pain at all. Those who are afraid of it, of course, it's obvious. Whoever sees needles, they get. But first time they are little needle shy. Once they experience, and nothing happened. Today itself in my Bangalore, this one center, so a lady started crying the moment I took the needle out. But when I explained her, I showed her this is how we done, then she was comfortable.
Okay, now we've all been bitten by an ant or stung by a bee, or even I've gotten many tattoos on me. So if I have to ask you to give a metaphor as to when I am getting the needling done, which of these comes closest?
Pinching one. Simple pinching. And sometimes you don't even feel that. When you get pain, see, sometimes you have a lot of toxicity. Suppose a person drinks a lot of alcohol every day, and we are treating is joint syndrome, lower joint syndrome. This Tai Chong we have to needle. So the Tai Chong is the web of the 2 foot. So when you have to needle Tai Chong, so it always indicates liver. So he will have a pain. But so what we tap and leave the needle for some time, where his toxicity is drained out, and then we insert the needle to a certain amount of 1 zone or near about half zone. See, he doesn't get pain. So there are techniques you won't get pain. And all those I want to say, all your viewers, those who are afraid or those who are needle shy, they should not be worried. It is all left at the discretion of your therapist. He should know how to handle the case.
So you spoke about you have to get the blood up and then squeezing and all of that. Now I'm going to ask all the doubts, myths and stuff which people might have. So when I'm taking this acupuncture, will the blood come out?
No, doesn't come out. We do blood let, then blood comes out.
Meaning?
When you needle, no blood comes out, because we have that variation of this one. No, we are inserting in the muscle, not the vein, inserting into the muscle. So there are different ways, subcutaneous or perpendicular, which is going to deep. Still it is the muscle, not the vein. So no blood comes out.
How long will the treatment be, sir?
30 minutes.
So during the 30 minutes, continuous needling will be there?
Yeah, we keep the needle on, nothing happens if person falls asleep.
So at a time, how many needles are there? Let's say I come to you. I don't know, like how do you assert how many needles is required? How much time?
See, basically you have a pattern. See, when you diagnose, you have a root cause, you have a secondary cause, you have a auxiliary cause.
Oh my God.
So according to that, we have two needles we select, and how knowledgeable you are in these patterns, how much you have read your books, how good at you are. So it is like that. See, if a person knew, you might use 20 needles also. If one is well versed, he will use 5 needles, 6 needles,
Bas.
at the most 7 needles. At topmost, he has got so many patterns, then he must use 10 needles, not more than that.
Root cause we've heard. What is the secondary and auxiliary cause, sir?
Okay, now that I will give you a case of, like, now I had a patient right today itself. She had a migraine. Okay, now with the migraine, she had a lot of acidity, burping, and wherever it was pressed, she would say, "Oh." Most of the people they don't understand. "Oh." They make this kind of evocation signs. Okay, she had so many things. So when I saw the pulse, so she had Yin Yang rays. Yin Yang rays made her get migraine, frontal migraine and occipital migraine. Then she had this evocation. She had Yang Ming contraction. So then she had bloating stomach, again thiamine Qi deficiency, and she had a lot of leg aching, like what we call restless leg. So again that Juin syndrome, that is phlegm is obstructed. So the 4 obstructions are there. So the root cause was our migraine was Juin Yang rays. So we choose 2 points of Juin Yang rays, or 2 or 3 points. Then 2 or 3 points for thiamine Qi deficiency. Then 2 or 3 points for Yang Ming contraction, and 2 or this one phlegm obstructions.
So root, secondary, auxiliary.
Auxiliary. What we can call root, secondary, or second obstruction, like that we selected points.
Wow, amazing. So 30 minutes. Now what happens through the treatments? Like you've seen thousands and lakhs of patients, right? What are the normal reactions like? Do they sleep? Do they shout, snoring?
No, they sleep immediately after. Women maybe don't sleep so early because they are overactive. Their mind is overactive. Maybe they have this one. But men, of course, you needle them. In my center, everybody sleeps and they snore. Because lot of circulation takes place. The moment you needle, that lot of endorphin comes in, like into your bloodstream, and there is a lot of circulation. So immediately you fall off sleep. Immediately, Maybe within 10 minutes you fall asleep.
Wow. So now they say now pain is a language. Like we've all heard, and then some have experienced this. Allopathy only treats the symptoms. We're not dissing any modality, but we often hear some modalities they heal the root cause.
Yes.
So now, what are some top 5 issues which people usually walk into your clinic? Of course, you also have a clinic in Surat. That's the Healing Acupuncture clinic.
Yes.
Of course, you're based out of Surat, but you travel to Bombay and rest of Bangalore
Yes,
and wherever
yes,
your
yes, absolutely.
work takes you, like
Yes.
Dubai and all of that.
Yes.
So yeah, so firstly, what are these 5 issues that mostly people come to you for, sir?
See, I have got so many varieties, so to pinpoint 5 is very difficult. Mostly come for back pain, lumbar back pain, cervical pain, and any kind of back pain. Acupuncture is the best. I think people should try.
Yeah.
Best one, because you get so good result in for back pain, cervical pain, cervical migraine, where you have got a disc herniation. Because of that you get sciatica, where neural compression takes place. You cannot walk, and maybe because of narrowing the foramina you have a sciatica. So acupuncture gives a very, very good. I treat every day near about 80 to 100 patient. Out of them 30 patient are only back pain.
Oh.
Then you have got a patient coming for migraines. Then we have patient for coming for fertility.
Oh yeah.
Then the patient coming for rhinitis, that is cold, cough, blocked nose.
I have it.
Then there are so many things. Then neurological problems. So these all, but people, those who suffer back pain, migraine, always they should give a try to acupuncture. Wherever they may be. Now those who are listening, wherever you find a good acupuncturist and go to, migraines are healed so quickly.
How to choose a good acupuncturist now? Because of course with somebody like you, number of years, speaking credibility, all the popular Bollywood celebrities are coming to you again. That speaks about the trust. I'm not sure. I mean, firstly, how can people get access to you?
So they can contact me actually. Most of the time I am based in Surat. Then Saturday, Sunday I travel different parts of India.
So you give appointment to everybody. It's not that only for celebs.
No, everybody. We are here to heal people, not to pretend as that is one. We have, and I have not kept any appointment system in Surat because it is not possible for me to, because everybody is walking in. We have a waiting patient, but they should have that much courage and guts to wait. But we don't have any appointment system in Surat, because we treat every day 80 to 100 patient, I told you. But Surat, of course, I see. Then rest of the place, of course, the appointments are arranged by those who are they have called me.
That's
So,
through your
yes.
website and Insta. You're
Yes,
available.
yes.
All right. Otherwise, generally, what are the qualities one should see in a good acupuncturist? Let's say people don't have the time or access to travel to Surat, or they can't probably afford you. I don't know. Oh, talking about affordability, the minute we hear that you are the number one person and you've treated all the Bollywood celebrities, there will be one assumption that are you very expensive? As a question mark. So
No,
can we afford you?
yeah, absolutely. It is not that costly as it's one. We charge not more, near about 1,000 rupees per sitting. Near about 1,000 rupees. First consultation 1,500 to 2,000. First consultation. If a case is very complicated, I have to give more time. Then I charge 2,000. Otherwise 1,000 per sitting we charge, not more than that. And second thing, if again I told you, if the pulse we see, and if it is a shoe pulse, it takes time. If it is a she pulse, that is excess pulse, it is very quickly a person can be
Shoe or
eradicated.
she?
Yes, sure.
Shoe matlab time lega.
Shoe, of course, time lega. Okay, come here. See, to blow the balloon, you have to blow many times and to make it bigger and larger. But to break it, just have a pin, just in a fraction of second it is gone. So whatever your shoe pulse is, it takes a little time because it's a chronic one. But it's a sheep pulse, it is very easy. Sometimes a migraine patient comes with the sheep pulse. I have given 2 sittings or 1 sitting, it is gone for. So it is all on the pulse and the diagnosis that we make.
So I'm going to divide this shu and she mein.
Yeah.
So she, you said migraine comes. So what else comes under back?
It is
back pain?
shu, nothing that kind of patterns. Shu means you have debilitation, and she means anything can come under that category.
Debilitation matlab?
Debilitation means when you see the pulse, it is a debilitated pulse. That means it is going on for long. And she is just now, it is a excess pulse. It must have come right now because of your some wrong behaviors or wrong eating, wrong gestures. That's all.
God. So next is how to choose a good acupuncturist. Like what all should we be seeing, sir, in a good acupuncturist?
See, first of all, acupuncturist should be, whenever it's a mouth publicity, somebody says, like he is a good. Of course, you have to believe because he's been cured. That's why he is saying that he is very good. Second thing, like when you go to, patients are very clever. I have seen this one. Patient knows the moment anybody, a doctor touches him, he knows how confident he is.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course. That's what I see in this one. A patient, they know. Sometimes I treat and they don't get result in 1 or 2. They don't leave me because they know they have heard from somebody. So this fellow is very good. They cling on to me. So patient always knows that the confidence of the doctor or whatever, wherever he goes to any doctor, whether it is allopathy, whether it is homeopathy, whether it is this one, they immediately come to know whether he is confident, doctor is confident or not. So that is one. Second thing is, third thing is, of course, when you have a name and fame and we have heard about so many things, of course you should select such kind of a doctor.
What are the biggest mistakes people do before a session, acupuncture session?
See, first mistake, they don't come to our acupuncturist. This is the biggest one. Then once they come, they find a crowd, oh, मुझे पहले आना चाहिए था. So this is, I say, it's a yoga. This is what I say. If you are a good acupuncturist and somebody is not coming, his redemption period has not come. I always believe in redemption period. Because somebody has, yes, time आएगा, वो बराबर आएगा वो डॉक्टर के पास या कोई भी हीलर के पास जाएगा. If not come, you go anywhere. You may be taking swings around you, but you will never come. So yoga is also very important in healing. Whichever it is. If you are going to allopathy also, you might find a small MBBS doctor who is practicing in a small unit, but he might cure. MD may not get cured, but yoga is very important. And to come to a good doctor also is a yoga is very important. So that is the first this one. Second, there should be perseverance. They should pursue. There are some people who only try, gambling what we call. Just एक बार देखेंगे क्या होता है. So they come first time, one day, they see अरे कुछ नहीं हुआ. Then they leave and go. They don't wait for this one. See, sometimes our body is such that it doesn't respond to some kind of stimulation in first day. You have to stimulate second day. You have to stimulate third day. When you continuous stimulation is your body starts responding. Then you have a better this one. And of course, this perseverance is the second thing I would say.
So mistakes being, one is, first of all, not exploring acupuncture. Second is perseverance.
Yes.
Any other mistake? Like before the session, do you all have any do's and don'ts like don't eat and come, no alcohol, smoking, example?
Absolutely.
Vaping, drugs.
See, if the person is drunk, we don't needle him. And such patient don't come actually. And I am practicing such a way where alcohol is banned. So I don't have that problem. And Mumbaikar, they hardly have anybody takes alcohol in that super society. I don't think anybody takes during the daytime alcohol. Of course, alcohol patient we don't. Second, immediately after food we don't needle. Immediately after food. Sitting position I don't needle usually, because you can get the chi that can fainting position comes like no. So sitting positions are avoided. We have beds, so we ask the patient to take a supine position and we needle. So these are the some do and don'ts we follow.
So, what are three things people can do after a session to boost the results?
See, first of all, see some few things. Every pulse we say don't do this. Like somebody has a thiamine chi deficiency, we always say avoid milk product, avoid dairy product, drink lot of warm soup in the evening after 6 o'clock. These are do's and don'ts. If they follow, then the result will be faster.
So, you basically had three suggestions, sir. One was you said herbs, but I think all your chamomile, all these herbs have kind of made their entry to India through these teas. So, are these the same, or
No,
these
no,
are all
herbs
different?
are just like how we use Ayurvedic medicine. Like you have a problem with the Sata Ivory and all different Ayurvedic medicine. So it is a Chinese have got their own herbs actually, which we don't get in India. Such kind of herbs. But when you read Pulse, herbs also is a part of it. In the this one, it is when you use herb, it is very good. We don't have herbs in Chinese herbs in India, so we use food.
Food.
Like if when there is a kun chi, what I told you, chi position debilitated, then you use black beans.
Beans, okay.
Yeah, black beans. Use like now drumstick soup. Heat. You can eat whole grains. That is also very good. Walnuts. These are good food for this kind of.
So, you also mentioned about lifestyle changes.
Yes.
So, what do you mean by that?
See, lifestyle changes each pulse has got. Like now, I come to major pulse, which is the thiamine. I always say women suffer from, where you put on weight, you have a lot of problem. So basically, a person should take a break in between. Working continuously, whether mentally or physically, always has got a thiamine deficiency, gives a thiamine deficiency. So you take a break either during the day or take a weekend. These all lifestyle, when you change, you will not be into problem.
Break. Again, what do you suggest for people to do in the break time?
Do your favorite hobby.
Activity, whatever.
Yes, that's the best thing anybody can do.
Amazing. So now that you all saw how he does the pulse analysis and all of it, sir, इसमें एक और था कि that was your Ashta pulse,
Ashnadi.
Ashtanadi.
Yes.
So how different is the syllabus of Ashtanadi?
Ashtanadi is basically what each nadi has got, like 5 elements are there. Each element has got 5 elements. Like you take wood, like wood element. So wood has got a fire also. Wood has got water
Air,
also.
water.
Wood has got air and wood is same. Air and wood is same. So it has got a fire, it has got water, it has got a metal. So all the mixture of one thing, and which is dominating. If wood is there, it is a wood only should be dominating, not the other one. When there is other element is dominated, that means you are sick. So this is the base of Ashtanadi.
Got it. So since you got the food thing into question, like, or into discussion, I have some questions around how food and acupuncture is related. I'm not even sure if they are, which you'll have to help us understand. So what is the worst food that disturbs pulse balance instantly?
I think one is alcohol consumption every day. Once a while it doesn't matter, but everyday alcohol consumption can give a lot of problem, and this stagnations and all can cause a lot of problems. That one, and fried food and sweets.
All of this disturbs the pulse.
Yes.
Pulse is nothing but pulse and chi is not the same, right?
No, pulse is a rhythm, and chi is the
Energy, prana.
prana.
So now, does sugar does sugar truly disturb chi?
Yeah, sugar, of course, it disturbs. It doesn't disturb chi, but it disturbs your own anatomy. In the sense, sugar. Those who take sugar, they always thine is disturbed. When you have too much of sugar, thine is disturbed, and thine is a very basic that where your chi is produced. So whenever you have
Oh.
thine, always we ask people not to have dairy products, and sugar is also sugar and sweets are dairy products for us. So that is how it affects.
So technically, since I have this issue, I shouldn't be eating dairy products. I should not be
You
eating.
don't have thine. I have not seen your thine. And, that is in the right hand. You are having too many bangles. I cannot see your pulse.
Oh,
But overall, sugar is not good.
overall sugar is not
Sugar
good.
is not good.
So sugar disturbs chi, and next we hear about the fermented food, which is good for the gut. Gut being the second brain and all of that. Sir, in the lens of acupuncture, is fermented food good, and does it really affect the gut and the chi?
I would say if there is a yang ming contraction, that person, see, this is comes again nutrition level. Okay, this is almost all subject is different. But if I say, because what I say, nutrition may not be knowing at pulse, but what is science, I may not be knowing that. But when you have yang ming contraction, that is yang means stomach contraction. So any kind of fermented food, the yang will raise and it will hit your brain and you will get headache.
Oh, so it's a subjective thing.
Yes, it's
Anybody-
subjective. It's a subjective thing.
Sir, are chilies good or bad for people with pitta or fiery pulse?
Chilies are, suppose if somebody has got joint problem, that liver problem, of course chili is should be controlled or taken into limitation.
Mm-hmm. So basically, when somebody comes to you for the scan, so there only you will tell them a holistic approach in terms of what food to be avoided.
Yes, yes, absolutely. We see the pulse and suppose somebody has got a cough, and so cough basically most of them they are giving, homemade preparations, so many kitchen items. So when we see pulse and if it's thigh in deficiency, if the pulse is very wiry on the kun position, then always I tell don't eat any spicy food, don't eat any kind of mirchi masala, not to be having, because your in will again aggravate. So it's the best thing, like in is there, you take one banana with the honey, dip in the honey and take, or you take one apple, that itself is sufficient to cure your pulse and the cough.
Next is of course caffeine. I think I keep cracking this joke on myself. If I cut my veins, there won't be blood, but there'll definitely be coffee and caffeine beverage. But for some, that's a fuel. Most of them use it as something that pumps them up. But what does caffeine do to the pulse?
Caffeine is long term, it is very bad for the health, because caffeine, you can see, it increases your yang and decreases your yin. Simple. So those who take too much of caffeine, black coffee, they will always have a sleeping issue. They will always have a a kind of you don't know what sense, very very fiery nature. So caffeines are, and it can create acidity. So caffeine is a black coffee and all is if it is okay once a day if you take is different, but those who take 4-5 large cups is very bad.
So today, good food. What is your formula of good food? Like for me, it is every meal of mine, I try to balance it with 30% fiber, 40% protein, 30% carbs. Anything that comes under that category. Fiber is again fruits and vegetables. 40% protein is your pulses. I am an vegetarian. Egg, paneer, and tofu and soya chunks and all of that. I don't eat chicken. I know it falls under protein. And the last one being carbs, all your whole grains. And then since I come from Karnataka, I eat ragi ball, I eat chapatis, I eat my rice items, all of it. So for somebody watching this, coming from you, in your wide experience, cutting across generations and eras, what is a balanced, good diet according to you?
See, good diet is that diet which you have been eating from childhood.
Ah,
Because you know what happens, you have been eating, suppose in Karnataka they eat rice, okay? So you have been eating from childhood, since your birth. You got into like your late 30s or 40s, then you ventured into a different society. There they started eating pizza, they started eating burgers, then you left your food and started in. Body will not accept this because your gut is always used to what you have eaten in childhood. So I will always tell people that if you are a rice eater, then eat rice, and that is the best way because your gut will never
Ditch you.
ditch you. Exact word actually, it will never ditch. But if you are, suppose somebody is a vegetarian, he sees his friends eating non-veg. After at the late 30s, he is starting to take non-veg. Your gut cannot assimilate non-veg. Or you are non-vegetarian, you left everything and you went veg, only veg, you will feel weak. So whatever you have been eating, that is the best food. And even China, some part of China, they too believe this. Whatever you are eating, that you wherever you go, you search for that.
So you can't reprogram your gut?
Sometimes it's very difficult. Once a while, everything is exceptional, but you are changing whole modality. Then it is, of course, your stomach will, your gut may give you, might ditch you.
Got it. So what's the fuss about breath work today? Suddenly pranayama plus your box breathing, all of this has now come into play thanks to podcasts and all of that. But what's the genuine results that you have seen with somebody who's very consistent with breath work? And what is the starting point? What all should they do?
First of all, this is not suddenly came today. This is our Indian tradition.
Right.
From ages, when these rishi munis were there, since then they were only breathing. They were not eating. They were only breathing. They used breath as food. But we cannot, because we are not sage, or we don't do such kind of meditation, that they had such kind of power that they could breathe and hold their whole gut. So I would say like pranayam, this is very good, one of the best modality that for a good health.
So there are many types of pranayam. Anulom, Vilom, Bhastrika, Brahmari. What do you suggest should be a starting point, and what should be done consistently till the last day?
See, actually all this should be done in a limited time. Like, all things have got a different action on our body.
Oh, yeah?
Different action.
Meaning?
Some clear the gut, some are for expanding your lungs, some are good to increase your energy, some are good to increase your eyesight, some are good to keep your endocrine glands in a proper position and working. So
wow.
everything should be done in a proper way, but in a limited time.
Intervals.
Yes.
So you have to consult and do it.
Yes.
Is there a template, sir? Like for example,
And
you
I
mentioned-
always would say, see, most of the yoga people come to me with the back pain. Always tell my patient, do yoga according to your age. Suppose 40-year person is going and suddenly is doing all kind of asana, will give you back pain and neck pain. So it is better you see your how much you are flexible. You first check your flexibility, how much you can bend or not, because there is squat. You have to see your body condition and do a physical action.
So when it comes to treatment, morning treatment or evening treatment, what is better?
Okay, that is different. We have like a stomach problem, yang ming disturbance, best to take in the morning hours. because there are horary points according to the timings. Like you have a different types of point. There are 5 shoe points. So morning you have a problem with the stomach, take in the morning. You have problem with your back problem, take in the evening. That is the best, because the whole tying, the longest meridian is flowing in the evening hours. So we can call. But such kind of things cannot be practiced in the clinic, because I don't think anybody will observe such kind of time limits, time bounds.
So what is fire cupping?
Okay, fire cupping is we do in the our center. So fire cupping is to get that warmth. Most of the pulse, when you study the pulse is very cold and phlegmy. So when the pulse is cold and phlegmy, you got a back problem. So to bring up that warmth and heat in the upper level, so we use fire cupping.
So for somebody who's already having that fire, they don't need this.
No, absolutely not.
So what is this moxibustion?
Moxibustion is a kind of a herb that we use. That is also, again, a person is blood show. When there is a blood is not moving properly, then we use moxibustion. When there is a coldness in the upper jaw, lower jaw, anywhere, then we use moxibustion. When there is a too much of fatigue, and then we use a person cannot conceive, there is a coldness in the uterus, then you use moxibustion.
Oh. So all of this has to be done under your supervision?
Yes, absolutely. With the pulse, and which you should know. A person should know whether he should. Suppose a person is, there is a lot of yang. You gave him moxa. He will not sleep. So it's a contraindication.
So for all the patients, you only treat them?
90% I have got. Then I treat, and I have got my subordinates also. 90% I treat. Or can say 80%. 20% is used by treated.
So what's your team size like?
I have 3 subordinates and 2 my staff, other staff,
Now I have rapid fire round for you. Pulse or tongue, what reveals more truth according to you?
So again I told you, pulse is a real time, it tells you what is going on now, and tongue what has happened with you for the years.
Oh, this is today's real-time update. Tongue is your past.
Yes, past, what is happened to you. Because whether your chronicity will find out through the tongue.
Sir, pain relief or emotional healing, what is actually harder?
Emotional healing.
Why?
Because emotional healing, you don't know when it came. Whether your past life son, whether it is you are carrying from the genes, there are many things. Whether when your mother was breastfeeding a patient, anybody's mother was breastfeeding, whether she had anxieties, so we don't know.
Oh, that can also be passed on.
This is an example I'm getting. Recently I had a patient, I was treating a lot of panics. But I told, when your child also will be turning out like this, and it has turned out. Because you carry on the pangs to your children.
Can you kind of break this down? For example, if a young mother who's just given birth is breastfeeding, she has anxiety, so that is directly passed on to the child through the milk.
Yes. Or she is in the womb.
Oh.
In the womb, and my mother has got a lot of anxieties and carried on.
So that's why they say, during pregnancy, a woman mother should be happy,
very happy,
stress free.
Yes, stress free. Yes.
So now let's say all of this has happened, but can the child reverse it while growing, or once the child is an adult?
Yeah, we can cure it. Then the patterns come in play. Which pattern she is going? Here the patterns come in play. Which pattern, whether joint stagnation, whether thigh is there, whether which pattern she is following. Then you treat that pattern, and absolutely can come back. See, one more thing I want to add before your question. One single needle gives you a lot of happiness, happy hormones, serotonin. Lot of happiness. You don't have any problem, you take 10 needles is the best way to keep you fit and young. So it is not, acupuncture is not like that you need to be sick. A healthy person also can be. In China, they take the 10 needles. Even I take 10 needles because even though I don't have any problem. So the 10 needles is the thing that it gives you energy, it keeps you safe from all the sickness, and gives you a very good enthusiasm.
Amazing. So, acupuncture, is it energy or anatomy? What is driving it, sir?
See, acupuncture is basically energy. Now modern science, like we have a modern acupuncture, different, like modern acupuncture, we use some kind of basically acupuncture is energy.
What is modern acupuncture, sir?
Now we use orthopedic acupuncture, like when somebody has osteoarthritis, so we use different types of points, different angles of points. So that is orthopedic acupuncture. In TCM it is not there. With TCM is the patterns are used, but we have orthopedic acupuncture. This is the recent evaluation.
Oh. So, I think I told you before the shoot started, my right knee, I have had my ACL and
Yeah,
MCL
that.
reconstruction.
Yes.
So, somebody who's had a reconstruction watching you, like me,
Yeah.
what can acupuncture do for somebody like them? Or let's say, first I think I'll start with ACL.
Today itself I treated one fellow. He met with an accident and he has injured his shoulder completely. There is no abduction or flexion. So what we see the pulse, mostly there is a blood stasis in the pulse. So we treat the blood stasis. So when you have to follow the body, what your body requires, not your intelligence, what your body requires. Whether it's a blood stasis, you to give the blood stasis point, and it gets your body starts curing you. It is the body starts curing you. Needle only directs you. Needle is the direction. You should know where to puncture it.
Wow.
And the body starts reacting to that action.
It's like roadblock hua hai. You are basically clearing the block and then the journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
correct.
whatever happens will happen. Very interesting. Since we are talking so much about needles, like are the needles very thick?
No, they are very thin actually. There are different gauges of needle, 20 gauge and 22, 26, 30. So different function. We suppose when we use for scalp, we use little thicker needle so that it doesn't bend. When you use for a body and according to the skin, if you go to European, then we use very thinner needle. When you come to Indian this side, our Asian side, we have little hard skin, so little thicker needle. But they are very, very minute gauges difference.
Some questions which people will have. Same needle is used for everybody?
No, absolutely not. Today in this world, nobody will use same needle. One needle is fallen by mistake, that is also we don't use it. It's sterile needle, very safe, single use and disposable.
You spoke about scalp needling, no sir?
Yes.
Is it for hair loss or what is it for?
No, scalp needle for everything. Neurological problem. Maybe you want to improve your eyesight, or maybe you want to, some people like aphasia, lose their voice, or knee pain, back pain, ear pain, for every function. What
Got
you
it.
have got, and same, it's dealt with the ear, it's a scalp.
So for surgeries, you can use acupuncture. And what about people who've had, mild heart attacks and then people who are living with stents? So what does acupuncture do to them?
So absolutely, when acupuncture, it gives you a very good heart health. There are like you have a pain in the heart or angina pain. So there are different types of points where we use acupuncture.
So you're saying people who have stent or pacemakers and all, they can also parallelly try acupuncture?
Pacemakers, one who is using, we don't use electroacupuncture. It is a contraindication. But you can use simple needling, and giving daichi is very good for heart problems.
So PCOS or stress, what do you see more in 2025-26?
See, both are I say same siblings there. So one who has got stress, somehow there is a prey to the PCOS. And today's generation is too much of PCOS. Maybe is a food and what we are eating is contaminated or something. So every girl, second girl comes has got a PCOS.
Now, I'm sure you can't take few names, but I can, because you've treated a lot of Bollywood popular actors like Anil Kapoor or like Boman Irani, a lot of them. So, what are the latest treatments, cosmetic treatments that acupuncture can handle? Like, do you all do, you know, for keeping the collagen of the skin tight? Those kind of things are available, or what? Or how about skin lightening? All of this is acupuncture related, sir?
Yes, absolutely. There are different ones. Is a simple facelifting cosmetic acupuncture, and there is a constitutional acupuncture, constitutional face acupuncture. So constitutional face acupuncture I generally use when patient has gone into a lot of trauma and she has shrunken and there is a lot of fine wrinkles have come up. So then I always use constitutional because it has to connect with our constitution. So if the skin is dry, first we use body points, then we use, if there is somebody is having a lot of sagging, so then we use tine different points, then come into in the face different parts of the body.
So, cosmetic acupuncture is the right trend, current trend.
Yes, and it gives a very good result.
How many
Done under
sessions?
a very good practitioner, it facial acupuncture, cosmetic acupuncture gives a very good. Maybe take 2-3 settings, your whole face changes
Oh, yeah.
naturally.
Like changes in terms of wrinkles,
Tightening
lifting,
it
tightening.
and your beauty is enhanced.
3 to 4 sessions.
Yeah, first session only you'll get the result. Somebody has got a fluffy face, swollen face, huge cheeks, that can be taken out like with the acupuncture.
Oh. So, you're saying this can be an alternate for not going under the scissor.
Under the scissor, see, they'll get immediate effect. But maybe they have to face some kind of problems or I don't know all these things. But still acupuncture is the safest one done under experienced acupuncturist. Then he can give you a very good glow, very good skin, very good look in cosmetic
Why do
acupuncture.
you stress on experience? Because, I mean, what can go wrong, sir?
Nothing will go wrong, but experience will give you a better result.
So that you don't basically lose faith in acupuncture.
Absolutely.
So today, I think usage of anxiety, the word anxiety and depression, all of these mental illness, stress, all of this is now everybody's talking about it. How does acupuncture handle mental calmness, and can that be used as a grounding tool?
You stole my words, really. I request all the viewers, you try for any kind of anxiety issues, emotional disturbance, acupuncture. Acupuncture gives you best solution ever. And I can name that she has can give testimony also, Mr. Sheila Bajaj. We have treated in our Sheila house so many people who had a lot of anxieties and how within quickly they were smiling. It gives a very wonderful result.
So, again, where does a needling happen for these mental illness? Or
Again patterns.
Uh-huh.
Again patterns.
Depends on.
There is no any specific place for any kind of sickness. What pattern you are undergoing, that is decides.
It's not like one size fits all. It's like a customized treatment for you.
Absolutely. Without diagnosis, you cannot do acupuncture.
So no wonder, I think even people, popular celebrities across the globe, there's a huge list, sir. Madonna, Jennifer Lopez, sports personalities like Djokovic and Kim Kardashian, all these guys, they have endorsed acupuncture publicly.
Absolutely.
And again, in India, I'm sure you have seen many popular Bollywood celebrities.
Most of the athletes, they always like to take acupuncture. Cricketers, football players, basketball players, they always like to take, because we have got sports acupuncture where to enhance your muscle power, where to tighten your muscles, give more energy to your muscles. Such kind of points are available in acupuncture.
Sir, anything for pregnant women when the water breaks till the time they reach the hospital, they'll all be panicky and all of that. Anything?
So that in that condition, it is very difficult to treat. But there is no any particular point that you can prevent that. Of course, we use pregnant tumor. We treat pregnant tumor, but under a supervision. New acupuncturist should not treat pregnant woman because there are many points which can induce labor. So you have to be very careful. A practitioner who has practiced more than 10 years and knows proper point guidance and how much chi to give to the body, he should treat.
Only they should treat pregnant women.
Women.
And also pregnant women should choose experienced acupuncturists.
Yeah, absolutely. And pregnant women, those who have got nausea and all, it gives acupuncture is the best modality because you through the pulse you'll come to know whether it is a heat syndrome, cold syndrome, or is it a contraction. You can give best result.
Today I'm sure most of the cities have become a hub for these IVF centers.
Yes.
People are trying all windows to get results. Acupuncture and fertility, how, sir?
It gives a very good result, especially for unexplained fertility. That is what unexplained fertility. All your reports are good, so doctor doesn't find any fault. This is next time he should be conceiving, but a lady doesn't conceive. Man, his reports are good. Then we go through the pulse. In the pulse, we find out whether it's a coldness in the uterus or the warmth in the uterus, or whether the pulse which is debilitated. So according to that you treat and you get a good result. Very good result.
Lastly, for people who are wanting to take up acupuncture as a profession, word of advice for youngsters watching you?
See, now Maharashtra Council has started colleges in all over Maharashtra. So those who have done 12th, they can take this, course. 2 years, 3 years course are there and can be a good acupuncturist. But acupuncturist should be a very studious fellow. He should study day in and day out. Then only you can become a very good acupuncturist.
Why do you say that?
At this also I spend near about 4 hours into my books actually. Because if you don't study, there are different varieties of points. You should know which point to use per particular this one, when to use particular. There is so many indication of the point, which is very difficult to remember. So you have to keep studying different patterns, keep studying different point structures. Then a person will be an acupuncturist, will be a very good acupuncturist.
Wow.
Just obtaining degree, I won't say is a good acupuncturist. But your personal study is the most important thing.
Every day you have to study for 3 to 4 hours.
Yes, you need to study, then you will become very famous.
So do you see that as a problem in today's generation wherein they're doing too many things at once, moonlighting, working in too many places and not sticking to one place is what I have also seen through my media house today's kids like 20, 21 and all. I see some of them, I can't generalize it, going that extra mile, that hard work and all of that. For us, it was kind of a given thing. Like I'm an 84 born person. But today you think India is changing because they've all bloomed in the digital era. So suddenly going that extra mile and all of that, you think it is...
Yeah, because most of them have taken an easy task, everything is easy, not focused. Because they think this is easy, that is easy. So that's why they are not focused. Okay, I can get from this easily, or I can do my work from the other thing easily. That's why they are not focused. Too many things are available. Then you are not focused. But you need to focus in one particular thing that you like.
So that's the word of advice for people in their 20s.
Yes.
Now for people in their 40s.
40s, they have already taken so many, they have seen so many ups and downs. So there is no much of advice for them because they have seen so many ups and downs. 40s people have experienced this.
Use them wisely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now for people in their 60s.
60s, say, the problem is in 60s, like no, they are nor here nor there. So what is that? Take a good care of your health. Good care of your health is wealth. If you have health, everything is there. You have crores of rupees in the bank, but you don't have health. What is the use of it?
So how not to burn out in your 40s so that बचेगा नहीं कुछ health but wealth रहेगा. So
I think you act wisely in your 40. Then you will be happy in your 60.
act wisely meaning?
Act wisely means you don't lavishly spend what you have earned. Don't blindly believe people. Be careful. In this era, there is so many fraud things happening. Be careful and wisely. So you will be very happy in 60s.
What's money to you, sir? Because money is fuel, money is power. Money can also be somebody's slave, or for some, money can be their master.
Money has, see, it is very hard to tell people. Money didn't play much role to me actually. That is also bad part of it. It is just an exchange of power, an exchange of energy. Okay, well, what is required you need to take, but it should not be in excess.
Oh, yeah? So that's
Yes.
because money can blind us, money can take over us.
Not everyone. I've seen,
how
I've treated
to-
some the super rich people, but they are so good. They are so kind to their people. They are this one. Not everyone.
Right.
Yeah, because it is
So how to maintain that balance? Any thoughts there?
always be humble and sublime. Because whatever it comes from humble and sublime, if however good you are, however famous you are, but you are humble and not sublime, then thing will not remain for long.
So how does acupuncture look at people complaining about seeing ghosts, or some say something takes over me, I lose control? So how do you address them, sir?
There are ghost points in acupuncture. In China, they used to take out the evil out with the ghost point. You can, if you don't understand it, there are ghost points are there, but mostly it is a Juin syndrome where they see ghost, they see somebody choking their throat, somebody sitting on their chest. These are all Juin syndrome.
What is that, Juin syndrome?
Juin syndrome, there is a pulse, so it is debilitated. Then you can see all these kind of things. So you treat that pattern, this ghost will run away.
So is this a man-made
It's not
thing?
man-made. It is a psychic produces such kind of illusions.
So it's what the
the mind produces.
mind produces.
Yes.
So there is nothing called as ghost, because I'm sure even you've heard, अगर भगवान है तो वो भी है
I
करके.
don't say there is nothing called ghost. There is if there is a good, there is evil. If there is a God, there is a devil. Everything is there. But particular patterns I am saying, people say that I see ghost, somebody is choking my throat, somebody sitting on my chest. This is all joint syndrome. You treat, all those who are listening, new acupuncturists can think about this. Joint, blood shoe. These are the patterns where you treat, these things are eradicated.
Amazing, sir. I think it's lovely looking at your journey, and always wish you more.
Thank you.
So how was Just Curious India
It's
for
a
you?
great. It's a great, talking to you, answering your so many questions. I didn't know that you'll have so many questions for me. It's a great experience for me.
Thank you, sir. So it's a tradition that we ask our guests to nominate 3 guests
Yeah.
that we should get on Just Curious, like how one Sheila Bajaj, she nominated you,
Yes.
and she had a very personal story to share, wherein she said you are that God sent person that who healed her, and I think she started sleeping like a baby again.
Yeah.
She had insomnia, something like that, right?
Yes, she had insomnia, long-standing insomnia,
Mm-hmm.
and she was in a lot of trouble because a person doesn't get sleep. You can have a worst thing like sleep is the must thing, and if you don't have, then everything will be worst for you. So she had that problem. She came to Surat.
How did
She
she get to know of you?
One of my friend was our partner in Dubai. He referred because he had a hand pain, so he went to a doctors, many orthopedic that couldn't something pain didn't go there. Then he came to India. I needled only 3 needles for 2 times, but the pain went away, and he got so much confidence. He invited us to Dubai to treat people. We treated there. Then he referred her.
Amazing. No wonder they say mouth publicity is the biggest publicity.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm assuming that you treat anger issues,
Absolutely.
confidence issues, people who have fear, suicidal tendencies.
Yes.
सब मतलब हार्डवेयर सॉफ्टवेयर सब लेवल पे acupuncture works.
Yeah, everywhere. Anger issue, emotional issue. I told you earlier, the best thing is acupuncture. Any emotional issue, whether you're getting angry, whether you're afraid of things.
Emotions.
There are so many phobias. So phobias can be taken out from acupuncture.
Seriously,
yes.
like I'm shit scared of reptiles.
Yeah,
like-
you can. There are
like
points which, according to again we see the pulse, and there are which and you get those treatment, and you get 100% result.
So one more last question. Like I see a lot of parents messaging me, get somebody who can treat kids, who can understand child psychology, because kids at times are very restless, hyper, exams they can't perform, getting good marks, focus, all of it. So even that is handled by acupuncture.
Yeah, see, fear of exam can be handled by acupuncture. Loss of concentration can be, ADHD can be handled by acupuncture. There are so many, like some are restless. You can be. We have a syndrome called Shoin indeficiency. That is heart indeficiency, which doesn't allow you to sit. Doesn't allow. Right now I am here in my center. There are so many patients of this kind of symptoms. This can be eradicated very easily.
Surely. So they can follow you on Insta. What's your Insta ID, sir?
My Insta is the Healing Acupuncture.
The Healing Acupuncture.
The acupuncture.
You're there on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm not on YouTube. I've got my site, thehealingacupuncture.com.
Got it. So these are places to.
Yeah.
Be
If
in
anybody
touch.
wants to contact me, then there is a number 800-00-75181.
800-00-75181. Amazing. Now time for you to nominate 3 guests. Whom should we get on Just Curious India?
I have got so many in the list. I will not name it, but I will. Not only 3. I would send so many people, so many in the list, because you see, every day I meet so many people, so it is very difficult to shortlist them. But surely,
any personalities you think whose story should be told to the world? There could be doctor, there could be.
I think
healers.
I would always one personality. If she comes, like Mrs. Kavita Singh is a tremendous personality. She is one of the leading art collector, and she is sister-in-law of Anil Kapoor, and very big industrialist also, and very nice person. If she has got if she comes, she would be the best, one of the best personality that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. So she's a collector.
She's an art collector, painting collector, like painting collector. She's like interior designer.
Oh wow.
This is Kavita Singh.
Got it.
So, and very nice personality, very nice, humble, and she lives in this say. She may be 72, 73, but she works like in the morning to evening. Is an inspirational personality.
She's 72.
She's 72, but she works from morning to day into, maybe from morning 7 to till late at night.
Wow.
It's very
Great.
inspirational.
Amazing. Then
I'll surely request.
Sure.
And maybe some industrialist from Surat or industrialist from Nasik. I treat some industrialists.
Sure.
I will surely.
So Surat is a hub of
Saris
saris and
and
diamonds.
Diamonds.
And you.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing, sir. Thank you.
Thank-
And I know you're not a big. Are you a big reader, sir?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm only a reader.
Oh, both of people and the book, huh?
Yeah.
This is a book written by one. His name itself is Atman in Ravi. I'm not sure if you've heard of this industrialist from Bangalore.
Okay.
You've heard of Kids Camp and then Camp Fort,
Kempford I heard about. Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So he's the man behind Camp
Okay.
Fort. His name used to be Ravi Melwani.
Okay.
So now, after his spiritual awakening, he has become Atman in Ravi. So he believes that he's the energy in Ravi.
Okay.
So he has written close to 90 to 100 books, and he was also here on Just Curious Kannada and
Okay.
English both.
Okay.
And he's given us a lot of books away.
Okay.
So one of that is why bad things can't happen to good people.
Okay.
So I hope this book will be handy while you're traveling or while you would want that break away from healing, so that you can refill some of your life perspectives through this. So that's for you, sir.
Sure.
Dr. R, happy healing. You're humble, ethical, and practical. So continue healing, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is for you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
This is a treat box from Polar Bear, the ice cream Sunday zone. That's for you, sir.
Thank you.
I think today's episode is such an eye-opener. Like they say, needles don't heal, but they basically remind the body the path it has forgotten. So may this episode be an eye-opener to this modality, acupuncture. Like I said, like Sir himself said, try, then conclude. Until next time, of course, the show name stemmed from the very own curiosity, which is probably the fuel for anybody's existence. Continue to stay curious. How would you do that? Probably have a good quality conversations with people whenever you're talking. Use time like currency. Watch stuff that is adding value to your life. Hear conversations, which is again going to fuel your curiosity further, through which you feel that sense of satisfaction and, the purpose of life always being nurtured. So I guess it's truly a blessing for me to, create a platform like Just Curious India, which gives me the pleasure to meet one of India's smartest energies, should I call them, smartest, sharpest minds, should I call them, because I've seen so much in their walk of life. So I guess, again, Dr. R, Dr. Rodrigues, thanks again for your time. And this, the conversation which has acted as a pill, I think this has no expiry date. This will stay with us forever and help us choose life and the energy better. And thank you again, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.